Good evening. I need to crack. Ow! Don't. I haven't even been on screen for 3 whole seconds, and you're already Totsugekiing me. Do you have something to say, Gie? Huh? Ow! Okay, fine, fine. Fine, fine. I get it. I get it. I get it. Ow. No. Ayo. What is happening to Passel down there? Naughty children get put in the pear wiggler. That's Passel's new home. I finally went through the trouble of cropping out the background out of a pear wiggler gif. So now Passel can be pear wiggled as he was always meant to be. However, I still need to craft a Dragon Maid to get access to the packs. So let's just make... we'll make a kitchen Dragon Maid first. Because this will give us access to the secret pack. And we get a free pull. And nothing special from this one. Unless... I shall be lurking. Y'all have a great night, and you're all beautiful. You too, Photogon. Thank you for dropping in, too. Hey, we at least got a Dragon Maid card in there. I do like how you can just craft free packs. Yeah, I really like the free-to-play model in this. Ow. Good luck, dolphins. Okay, hit me. I'm ready. Give me the luck, dolphins. I am braced. Swing. Ow. Okay. There's so many. There's so many. Oh goodness. They just start coming and they don't stop coming. Okay. Okay, I think I have enough luck. I think I'm good. Wait. I have enough luck. Anyway. Can't do the redeem queue if I do the redeem queue. Alright, we've got our luck dolphins. This is average, but we still have 2 more sets of 10 pulls that we can do. Hey, pack upgrade! The luck dolphins work. This is the secret strategy. I can't believe they programmed this game to determine how many dolphins you have thrown at you before you start opening packs. Lunalights are really cute too. I like their card art a lot. Oh, fancy. Alright, Tankek, that's one of the ones we need. And Blorpar, another one we can use. What we getting? Draw cards equal to the number of Xyz monsters with different names you control. You can only activate 1 Memories of Hope per turn. I can see that being useful in some decks. Not really any of the ones I'm running, but I'll hold on to that one. If any card game had mechanics related to being bludgeoned with sea mammals, it would be Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, yeah, some of the archetypes are very specific. Alright, so we got Dragon Maid Welcome. And we got Dragon Maid Send Off. What do we get here? The Cloud deck Extreme? Diamond Weapon, is that you? Yeah, Dragon Maids are honestly also a really, really good art. Oh my goodness. I love them. Look at them. And their little, like, razor claws. And their Kamina glasses. But they're like Kamina glasses with, like, a big triangle eyelash. I can't believe that Yu-Gi-Oh! Stole glasses with eyelashes from me. Tisk Tisk. Nurse Dragon Maid, look how cute she is. Viewer duels or ranked duels? I'm not sure. I'm probably going to keep the stream sort of short. The Insectors are cool too. There's just so many cool archetypes in this game that, like... Ah, here's my favorite of the Dragon Maids. She looks like an absolute disaster, and I love her. Like, she looks like she's just awful at her job. Chaos Dragon Levineer, or Levianeer. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be first special summon from your hand by banishing 3 light and or dark monsters from your graveyard. When summoned this way, you can activate the effect, apply the following effect based on the attributes of the monsters banished for special summon. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of this turn. Only light, special summon 1 monster from your graveyard in defense position. Shuffle 1 random card from your opponent's hand into the deck. Both light and dark, destroy up to 2 cards on the field. That could maybe work with, like, Luna Lights? I could see that being useful in a Luna Light deck. Most of what I can tell... Did that pack just upgrade too? Pog? Most of what I can tell from trying to follow streams of this is 90% of the archetypes be like, sacrifice these 2 nerds to summon this nerd, and when that nerd comes in, you can bring the 2 nerds back to life and salute them, or saute them in a nice vinaigrette to prevent attacks from out-of-play cards. Demi, when you see the deck that I am running, you will understand. Nudyarl. And tiny little baby dragon. Hey, there's one of the Shios we need. A fun fact about the Dragon Maids, in their dragon form, it's where it has, like, their actual name, right? When they're in their humanoid form, it says, like, what part of the house they work in. So, like, Shio works in the house, and Nudyarl works in laundry. All of their names are just anagrams of what part of the house they work in. Whoa, pretty lady. Mermail Abyssland. If this card is on the field or destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Mermail monster from your deck, except Mermail Abyssland. You can only use the effect... Alright, so that's kind of like a decent card for... Mothman! Danger Mothman! So, fun fact about Mothman, right? It's actually thought that the reason that Mothman kind of became an urban legend is specifically because it's at the very, very, very far edge of where great horned owls go as their territory. So there was a particularly large great horned owl that was kind of outside of its normal territory and was very active and stuff and meets pretty much all of the criteria for Mothman. It's got the big orange eyes, it's got the 2 horns, it's got the wings. Am I Mothman? No spoilers. Here's the kitchen dragon maid, Tinkek. Nurse Dragon Maid is so cute. But yeah, there's a decent chance that Mothman was just a great horned owl, which I find really funny. Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can blah 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 blah. I don't care. Alright, fine. If you give me another one, I will actually read it, I guess. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it, and if you do, this card gains attack and defense equal to the banished monster's original level / rank times 100. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon-type monster in the graveyard, except this one, and special summon it to your field. That's actually pretty decent. It also has really high base attack, given that it can also self-buff. Keeper of Dragonmet. This is just a Dragoon. This is a Final Fantasy Dragoon. They've even got the pose. This is just Kain Highwind. I think there's another cryptid I heard about that might just be an owl. Honestly, like, half of the cryptids out there are probably just owls. Moth owls would be a great Wanderlust monster if all the birds weren't already dragons and I already have a moth-adjacent dragon bird. Right? This is just a Stydian. This is Kain Highwind. It was an alien or something, but it was probably just an owl screaming at some kids. I aspire to be like that one of these days. Also, Demi's Wanderlust setting is real cool. That's actually the setting where Sybil originated. More Dragon Maid. They're so cute. Review the Sasquatch footage, just an owl in an ape suit. Listen, I needed to go get the shredded cheese directly from the bag at 4 a.m. I know, the Dragon Maids are so cute. Wow, Barney is really falling on some tough times. Appliancer Vaculafont. I don't recognize any of these cards from when I played them out. There are a couple, but they're very, very old. Oh, cool dragon design. Alright, what do we get? Hey, another pack upgrade! Sweet. The Luck Dolphins work. Look at this baby! Their face is perfect. Orchestrated Babble? Cool card. Oh! Yes! Alright, we need 3 of these, so just pulling an extra one from an unmarked pack? Real good. Gie, I'm blaming that good luck Totsugeki you just drew on this. Also, House Dragon Maid, extremely cute, like her glasses, like her everything else. Very, very good maid. And a Kitchen Dragon Maid, who's also... I know this is going to be a recurring trend, but all of the Dragon Maids, really cute. I am going to continue freaking out each time I pull one from one of the packs here. They're just so cute. A decent pull. And then we'll check the deck and see how many cards are missing. Fancy. Synchro monsters are strange a lot of the time to me. Another Lorpar, who is the Parlor Dragon Maid. I like the little antlers she has here. Dragon Maids are a good civilization. Can't even read. Brotherhood of the Firefist Lion Emperor. Ernest. And another Tidying. We've gotten a lot of Tidyings. We probably have over 3 of them at this point. Ayo. I'll always take spare SRs, even if they're not, like, for decks that I plan to use. Because, essentially, any SR card or any UR card is inherently useful. Because, like, you can take any 3 cards of a certain rarity, and you can disassemble them, and you can use that to craft any of the other cards of that same rarity. You little baby. There's a lot of cards in this game too that are just like, oh look, little baby, I love them. But yeah, because you can craft like any card out of 3 cards of the same rarity, like you never pull like a UR or an SR and be like, I have absolutely no use for this. You're just like, oh, I can use this directly to contribute to crafting cards that I do need. And it doesn't feel like you're a million miles off from being able to like build the cards that you need, you know? And given how many cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are kind of like generically useful, see, another just little baby who I would die for this little wind-up shark. They're so cute. Alright, what do we got? 100 Dragon. That's an old one. That's a very old card. Another Levianeer, which we don't really need, but we can use them. Do a barrel roll? Okay. Dino Wrestler Coelasat, or Coelasat. Coelasat. There we go. My only complaint is that I wish the crafting system was unified like in Hearthstone or Shadowverse, but at the same time, cards are cheaper here. Cards are way cheaper here, and it's kind of nice. I like the upgrades, too. Alright, so that's another Kitchen Dragon made. And let's give this one more shot here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the only TCGs where you can have Missile Mammoth Alexandru level 18 and Arcanimal Berry Houdini in the same hand. Don't forget the, like, Gaga Gigago Gigago Gaga Go Go monsters. Or, like, Dododo Dwarf Go 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 Glove. I swear the Yu-Gi-Oh! Devs are literally just like, what cards can we make people say out loud? Murmillo's kind of pogging here. Parsec the Interstellar Dragon. This is a cool dragon design. Very insectoid one. Unfortunately, I don't think we had any UR packs in this one. Oh, hey, Madolche. I run a Madolche deck as my main deck, though Chevalier you don't use. they just sit on the sidelines, not being in the deck. A pack upgrade, nice. Big pack upgrade. Never mind, we do have some URs in this set. Linkuriboh! Little baby. Linkuriboh's actually pretty good. And Zerziel, Ruler of the Evil-Eyed. Streamer luck? Ironically, this is some of the least lucky pack opening I've done thus far. Cute. They're just so many cute little babies. Also cute. I like her whip sword. We need to get Belle in here to create a luck vacuum. Prime kids are fun. I like that face. Raid Raptor Last Strix. Owls? This just looks like something you'd fight in an Everjail in Elden Ring. Ah, yawn. Changeover is useful. And even though it's a normal and we could have just crafted it, having the holographic version of it's kind of nice. Neat. I think we definitely have all of the normal and rare Dragon Maids we need, but we're still missing a bunch of SRs. Sunavalon Daphne. 2 plant monsters. This card cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Huh. Not a card I would use in any of the decks that I currently run. Alright, so let's see where we got with the deck. Have I gotten any foils? There were a couple that I got here. Alright, so we are still missing several normals, but that's no big deal. I do still want to make more Max Seas and Ash Blossoms, just because they're good in every single deck. Same with Infinite Imperm. That's a normal we're missing. I need these for other decks. So we need 2 URs, 4 URs, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we need 19 more URs. That's a lot. That's a lot that we need. Though there are a lot of things I can sub out. Like, I could technically pull, like, Max Seas and Ash Blossoms and shovel in stuff like Nibiru and stuff like that to kind of make up for some of the gap. As for SRs, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With the extra deck, most of these are kind of filler. So it's not that big of a worry on that front. Where are some of the other cards we just pulled that are URs? Zerziel, Ruler of the Evil Eye. I'm not going to run Evil Eyes, so I will dismantle this one. And that lets us craft 2 URs, and also let's dismantle all extra cards. Yeah, see, you get really generous material gain, even just from opening packs. So let's save this real quick, and I will go over to my Harpylisk deck, and I will generate Simorgh, Bird of Sovereign. That's not a free pull, so we're fine. Finally, this deck is complete, and I can actually run it. Because this one looks like it's going to be real fun. Maybe I'll give this one a shot real quick. But my main one that I've been working with is a Madolche deck. Which, right now, it's missing a couple cards. The actual version that I want to go for is this. Which, you can see I still need some Called by the Graves. I can use some triple attacks, some cross-out designators. I need a double A Zeus because every single deck ever pretty much runs it. It's really, really, really good. 2 level 12 monsters so you can get up to it a lot easier than you might think. Once per turn, if an Xyz monster battled this turn, you can also XYZ summon Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder by using 1 Xyz monster you control as material. So essentially, you punch something with an Xyz monster, and then special summon this, and all of the materials go onto this as well, which works really, really well with certain things. And then you can detach 2 materials from this card, send all other cards from the field to the graveyard. Once per turn, if another card you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can attach 1 card from your hand, deck, or extra deck to this card as material. This is basically just a everything get off the board right now card. And all you really need to do to get it on the field is punch something with an Xyz monster, which is not very hard to do. The other thing I need is Nightmare Unicorn, though I could technically, if I wanted to render this deck into a playable state, I could pull out the Called by the Grave, I could pull out the Crossout Designators and the Triple Tax. I could replace this with Nightmare Cerberus, which is kind of just worse, but it serves a similar effect. And I could just deal with not having this in the deck for now. In fact, I also have an extra deck slot that isn't taken. Maybe Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon's good. Though generally speaking, Tiramisu works better for that sort of thing. There's a lot that can be done with this. Imperm can be good. Because it can kind of serve as a hand trap. Imperial Order would be good if it didn't completely ruin this deck. Kind of not sure what I'd want to add here. Blink Karibo could be okay as, like, a stall, but I don't have any level 1s with which to get it out. This could be okay, and, thank you for the follow, Cloud Gaming. I don't have any level 1s with which to get that out on the field. I think I'll just shove Tornado Dragon in for this last slot here. And then I'll hit save. Hi, how am I doing today? I am very, very tired, but that is kind of just an always thing. And then I also have this deck, which is Trap Tricks, which I'm mostly missing SRs from it, so I could render this deck playable really quickly. I would need to craft the Cularia. Borolo Dragon is good. Sarah's really good. But I want to try out... Oh, mission, what'd I get? Fiddy Gems. I want to try out... first, I'll do one with just my Madolche deck. And kind of show off the normal nonsense that my deck does. And then I'll try out that Harpy deck now that that's fully finished. We can have an on-brand bird deck. One of the things that I really, really like about my Madolche deck is... Thank you for the follow! But basically, most of the decks that are currently meta really, really like going first, right? And don't do well going second. My deck that I'm running currently can work just about as well going first or going second. So you have a lot of benefit there. Oh, Exo Sisters. Cute. I think I'm just going to Ash Blossom that and say no to that combo. Is one of those hit sounds from RuneScape? Yes. It is on... Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope. Nope. There we go. On the Dragon Dagger. Alright, so we got a Hoot Cake. Huh. I don't really want to activate my Dolce ticket yet. Throwing Gardala onto the field would potentially break their combo that they have going. Okay, wait. I have an idea. Let's do this. Are they going to try and negate? Nope, they're going to let it resolve. Now, let us summon Hoot Cake. I don't actually know if the thing that I'm about to try to do is going to work or not. Yeah, there's a Dofus that can get thrown in there, too. I'm going to just do this and get rid of that trap card just because I don't want it to potentially stuff me. Okay, they're going to do that. And let's see. Okay, this still kind of works. Now, the thing that I'm going to do is kind of dumb, and this will either work really well or ruin me. I'm going to attack their Exorcister to kill my Hoot Cake, which will send it to the graveyard and shuffle it into the deck, which will proc Ticket. Now, with Ticket, I can summon Angeli. So now what I can do is I can throw Angeli onto the field in my main 2 phase. No, I can't. I summoned already. Whoops. In that case, never mind. My combo did not work. I was a fool. I should have brought Petting Sis out, actually, and then I could have comboed. Because Petting Sis can, as long as I have no monsters in my graveyard, I can special summon to the field. I forgot that this was still, like, the same turn as summoning the Hoot Cake. Because then Petting Sis can bring out Pudding Sis, and Pudding Sis can bring out Teacher, then Teacher can bring out Chocolat a la Mode, then Chocolat a la Mode can bring out Hoot Cake, but Hoot Cake would be... Actually, no, Hoot Cake's effect wouldn't be activated, so I could bring out Hoot Cake, then Messengelato, and then another Messengelato, and I could have everything on the field and start just going. Let's summon Angeli. Okay, so their trap can trigger off of monster summons. Let's just do... Cannot be destroyed by the activated effect. Blah, 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 blah. I am going to tribute their monster to summon my Kaiju. And now what I can do is I can send Angeli to the graveyard. And let's see if they try to negate. Max C is going to be brutal. I'm not a fan of them having used Max C. You know what? Let them draw. Let them draw their entire deck. Let's see what happens here. They just drew something that can negate, it looks like. Because I need to get that Kaiju off the field anyway. So Alex sees these into Blastiflay. I also accidentally set Ticket to the left. I should have set it here, because you want Salon to the left of Ticket. Or, Messengelato can potentially miss timing. Did they DC? Am I just gonna get free win? Is that what's gonna happen here? The music in this game is kind of a banger. Okay, easy win, I guess. Weight positions matter? Yes. The order spells resolve matters from left to right. It doesn't matter for everything, but for certain things, like with Madolche, Ticket, and Salon, and Messengelato, it can actually mess things up. Fight us? Okay, I will fight you in just a sec, since I just ended up against another foe. I'm going first. Okay. The main reason I don't like going first is because if I draw into an ideal hand for a combo here, you can run into some really interesting things with, like, removing 4 cards off of their field and then just immediately punching them. So now I can show you what, like, the actual combo here looks like. So Pettingcess, when I have no monsters in my graveyard, she can special summon herself. I use her to special summon Puddingcess. I combine the 2 of them into Glass Souffle via Xyz summon. And what happens with this is that I can then activate Glass Souffle's card effect. And what this does is lets me render 1 monster immune to effects, which isn't the important part. The important part is that I can send Pettingcess to the graveyard. I decline to activate her second effect, because I don't want to shuffle things back into the deck yet. And then I can upgrade her Xyz summon into Puddingcess Chocolat a la mode. And then, with this, what I can do is I can activate her effect to send a card from the graveyard into the deck, which lets me activate her second effect, which lets me shed a material, which in this case I will do with the Teacher to send that to the graveyard, to special summon another Madolche monster to the field. So I bring Hootcake out onto the field. What Hootcake lets me do with its effect is I can banish a monster from my graveyard to special summon another Madolche monster. So I bring out Messengelato. And what Messengelato lets me do is that lets me bring out a spell or trap card from the Madolche set. So I bring Madolche Chateau out to the field. And when I... Wait. First things first... Okay, wait. I remember how this works. So I activate Chateau, right? And then I take these 2, and I can link summon them into Fresh Sistart. So what Sistart does is when it's pointing to one of my Madolche monsters, it renders my spells and traps immune to various effects. I am going to throw Pot of Prosperity out here. And I will throw 6 cards from my extra deck out into the void. And this will let me search the top 6 cards of my deck here. Maxi, Imperm, Angeli, Magellin. Okay, so what I can do here now is I will bring probably Magellin out. Because I already used Angeli, so I will use Magellin. And then I'll return these to my deck. And I'll use Magellin to summon out... I have any monsters in my graveyard? I do. So, I'll just pull out... Honestly, I'll pull out another Angeli into my hand, because this will let me combo things next turn. And I'll leave it at that, and then just end my turn. I kind of messed up my combo there, because I was so focused on explaining that I forgot what to do. Are we pure Madolche deck or having other terminal monsters? I have pretty much pure Madolche as far as my main deck goes. My extra decks does have some side cards. Like, it does have a Nightmare Phoenix, a Nightmare Cerberus, because I don't have Unicorn yet. I've got 2 Trap Tricks in here for very niche scenarios. Abyss Dweller, 2 stuffed graveyard decks. But that's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty much, Otherwise, it's pretty much just Madolches. What are they going to do? Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dragon. Because next turn what I can do is I can throw Angeli out on the field and keep comboing and start removing stuff from their field. Assuming they don't completely, like, stuff me here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players be like, it's not that complicated, and then play 1 card that summons 5 others who discard 3 who fuse into Jumbo Chessatron, but then get sacrificed to bring back the first monster. So, you joke, Demi, but literally there is a point in the combo where I use Chocolat a la mode to fuse into Sistart, and then bring back Chocolat a la mode. Chimera Attack Mega... Alright, that's not that bad. They can kill Magellin, which is slightly annoying. You missed a bunch of bird time? No, Molly, it's fine. It's gonna be a short stream. There's not that much bird time to have. Is this an Among Us? Do. No! My chateau! How Borb, okay. Alright, so they're gonna clear out my board here. Weird choice, they left the Pudding Cess on the deck. Like... Oh wait, they get to attack twice, that's why. Right. And F. Except, maybe not F. Nah, it's totally F. Alright, so Gia, you wanted to duel. And I want to try out that new Harpy deck. Let's create a room. I haven't actually used this yet. Close. Okay, we can set life points, permissions, blah, 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 blah. Create room. That's just for... Wait, Gia, I need to add you as a friend first. What's your name? What's or player ID? Actually, wait, I have an easier idea. What you need to do is you just need to add me, because I can just put my ID right up on the screen here, and it's super easy. So all of you add me right now. It is right there. In fact, I'll put it here in chat too. There you go. There's my player ID. And I will do this and enter. So I gotta... Oh, 44226. Yay! I don't see you. What if I check followers? That works. Alright, Cat. Once you follow me, I will also add you. Why are these pretzels so tiny on my desk? I'm gonna cast Embiggen Pretzels. Since we mentioned it earlier, I need to ramble at you about Wonderlessinator. I have jammed in so much that needs fine-tuning and added a new monster race of the dumbest nerds ever. Dumbest nerds ever! Thank you for the follow! Demi, you had me at dumbest nerds ever. Also, I completed some missions. American football. Alright, now I should be able to create a room. I don't know how, Alright, now I can invite friends. Let's get you in here and you in here. Oh, and he selected deck. And I'm gonna try out this Harpy deck. Yeah, Passel's in the Pair Wiggler now. You just have your starter deck right now? It's okay. The amount of me stuffing my own combos that's going to happen with this Harpy deck is going to be absurd. Oh yeah, Gie, look away from the screen. No peeking. Alright, let's see. So I'll activate this effect. No, I won't, because Ash Blossom. The music in this game is so catchy. Oh no, it begins. My bird. Pancratops already? Mwah. Pankratops is really rough. Honesty Among Us card. And just the littlest baby. They are made of hundreds of ponderous orbs. Egghead. Alright, so this isn't ideal. Not the best situation here. Ow, my vase. Ow, Link Kuribo, stop that. You're very tiny and soft. Actually, don't stop that. Alright, so we're not in the best situation here. Let's see what we can do. I don't really think there's much we can do, actually, because of the Pankratops. Yeah, that pretty much stuffed the combo outright. Ah, good. Egg. Just what I needed. So, there is a whole lot of nothing I can do here. So I will just let Guille murder me to death until I die. Ooh, Guille's going for the flex. Ah, Boral Sword Dragon. I don't see that every single game. A lot of the meta decks right now run Borreload and Borrelsword Dragon. Man, getting the combo stuffed right at the start there kind of stopped anything. I'm so sorry, but that was the best starting hand I ever got. It worked out really well for you. Cat, care you to fight the head? I want to say face and fight at the same time. How do I join the room? You should be in the room already. You can just click on the little entry button, and it should throw you onto the table. I think. Maybe? Or invite friends, leave the table, I've invited one friends. I got your invite, but I had no idea what to do with it. I don't know. I've never been invited to a room before. It probably pops up somewhere in like a notification list or something. If not from the friend thing, press friend duel. Oh, it doesn't actually pop up anywhere? Weird. There we go. Alright, Cat. Fear your starter deck? I do fear your starter deck. That was my first game with my Harpy deck here, so, it didn't go so well, and I didn't really get a chance to, mess with or see how most of the interactions on my cards go. So we'll see how this goes in the future. At some point, Gia, I need to pull out my, Madolche deck and face your Dino deck. Even if Pankratops kind of ruins my Madolche setups, and is very rude, and you should feel bad for running it in your deck. Even if it is a good, important, critical card to run in your deck. Benoy. Sure thing, I am all for Violencia. Alright, bet, Guille. Look, Avery, I love dinosaurs and Lucha Libre. I can't not run them. I actually don't mind that deck at all. It's literally just the Pankratops is rough. Sure. And let's do this. Oh no, I can't. I can't not target that? Oh no. Target one face-up winged beast monster, special summon one winged beast monster from your deck. Oh, okay, okay. Sure, I can actually use that. And what are my options here? Barrier statue would be good. might have goofed. Alright, let's do that. Oh, this doesn't actually list... No, it does. What? If this card is normally special summon, you can add one spell or trap from your graveyard to hand, specifically list Harpy Lady Sisters. Oh, during the end phase. Okay, okay. In that case... Yoink. I was so confused for a second. I was like, oh no, did I mess up? Does that resolve in a weird order? It is going to take a couple matches before I really get a feel for how this deck starts working. Bam, 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 bam. A non-effect monster. I don't see those very often anymore. Cat, you're not gonna punch my cute bird, are you? Cat, she was so cute. How could you? Tisk tisk. Ooh, okay. Let's do this. Ba, 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 ba. Send that to the goodbye zone. Punch you. And we'll just end. Yeah, Lyrilisk Harpy. I'll need to figure out the combos for this, but I actually, because when I was, like, building and looking at the deck list for this, there are some really cool combos, I just don't really remember half of them. But it, in theory, looked like it would function really fun, because you can kind of transition between the Harpy and the Lyrilisk side really easily. No, my other pretty bird lady. Cat. Cat, don't do it. You don't want to... You don't want to hurt birdies. They're birds. They're cute. My birds. I'm also bird, so by punching me directly, you're also still hurting my birds. Okay, this is decent. So let's do this. And... And... Trying to think here. I don't use my brain often, but occasionally. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, right, it adds to the hand instead of special summon. I have goofed yet again. Good luck, bird. Good luck, bird. For some reason, I thought when special summoned. Is that the extra deck version does that? Where are you? There she is. Okay, yeah, it's the special deck version that special summons. I am gonna super die. Like, super die. Akach, coach. My bird. Also, Kat, I think you had lethal before and then just summoned Kachikochi Dragon and didn't lethal. Ah! You want to just beat up my birds and then surrender? Cat, I can't believe that you would do this. Can't believe you would beat up a bunch of defenseless birds that I messed up all of the effects on. And then just surrender. Alright, Gie. It's time. On my own stream. I'll do like maybe 2 or 3 more duels tops, and then probably call it. I'll go first for once. Sometimes you just want to punch birds, Molly. No, you don't. You don't just want to punch birds sometimes. In fact, there are no situations at all under any circumstance that you would want to punch birds. Let's just do that. I probably should have did that first. Honestly, I'm just gonna do this too. What do you do? Nah, I'll just end phase. Gia, you need to stop pulling, like, Ash Blossom in your starting hands. It's very rude. You should just let me do my 10-hour-long combo. You should just allow everything to resolve uncontested. Let's just not have you use that. Yeah, Miscellaneousaurus. Stretch. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. All right, Guille. Special summon as much as you like. These aren't real cards. They can't be. Like, some of the like Madolche cards also are just all pun names. Or rather, they all are. So you've got, like, Puddingsis, you've got Sistart, you've got Glass Souffle. I need the heart of the cards here. That'll do. But not quite enough, unfortunately. That is nice to have on the field, at least. Little baby. Ba, 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 ba. Pentastag. Oh. You know, it sure would be a shame if something happened to just all of these dinosaurs. They have so many pun cards now, it's great. The frogs are especially good because, like, they're multilingual puns. Like, they work both in the original Japanese and in the English translation. Guille, thank you for flipping my petting cess upside down so I get to keep it. Like, I'll take it. Oh, geez, though, that's a big rock. That's a really big rock. Not not sure about that. Then again, that's better than the dinosaurs that would have killed me for lethal immediately. Alright, Heart of the Cards. You got me, right? That wasn't what I needed. Hmm. Yes. Let's just casually, let's just put that away, okay? And now we are in a empty hand zone. Unfortunately, Giai's deck is a lot better at playing from the graveyard than mine is on an empty hand. Kinda. Chateau actually allows me to, do pretty well. Hmm. Also, speaking of the frog cards, Frog the Jam does not count, and they have to explain that Frog the Jam does not count in all the frog cards because Frog the Jam was actually a toad and got mistranslated. Yep. It doesn't match the card text in Japanese. Oh wait, I had no cards in my hand. That was dumb. I'm not paying enough attention to what I'm doing. Whoops. I should have just kept Messengelato and Cerberus on the field. Shame archetypes go by the name of the card that can get confusing across different languages. If only there was a part of the card that told creature types or something. No, Demi, that would be weird. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. This is helpful. Gia and I are just both in full, like, brick hand mode. I think this is the first duel I've ever been to in this game that has a hit turn 10. Is this where I slowly just beat Guille to death while just they're unable to draw any cards that help them, and I'm unable to draw any cards that help me? Does this just turn into the slowest, most pathetic attrition battle? Rip stream notification? It's okay, Satestums. You didn't miss too much. This isn't what I needed. I mean... I guess. Eh. no. Hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. This is, in fact, just the slowest, worst attrition battle. Turn 14. Goodness. Oh no, Kie, you just drew another card that was like a spell. Hey, there we go. Let's do this real quick. I don't need this, I don't need this, this, and away with you. Okay, now I can just, Oh wait, this is level 5. Whoops. I'm so used to special summoning this with heading that I was like, I can just turn this into Tiramisu and remove that last trap card just in case. Yeah, you drew nothing. That was awful. That was such a long duel. I want to keep trying this Harpy deck out, though. I had a way out, but I messed it up too hard. That happens to me way too often. I lose more duels to messing up my own combos. Because, like, game is complex than I ever have to, like, genuinely just running out of options. I cost myself most of my duels through the power of being bad at video games. Not to be mistaken with a famous Twitch streamer, Bat at Video Games. Alright. Let's try this Harpy deck again, see if I can actually figure out how this works. I'll do this, and then I'll do one other duel against probably Cat, if Cat wants in. Alright, can Gie get the hat trick on drawing Ash Blossom? Because how many games in a row can Gie just immediately stuff my starting combo? Let's do this. Miscellaneousaurus, stop it! Alright, so... let's do... this... and... let's do... this? This game does need more birds. Alright, so let's see. Psst. Let's do this. And let's do this. Let's do this. And then this. And then we'll do this. Oops, I messed up my turn order. I should have activated that first. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Harpy Cleric archetype, Birds of Prey. That would be really good. Ah, there's Pankratops. And the Among Us card yet again. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, hey, you're streaming that game I stopped understanding approximately 13 years ago? Don't worry, Trish. I don't understand it either. I put the card on the table and I hope for the best. Owlbrain too distracted by everything else to be able to good brain card game. For example, I 100% just messed up my combo that could have extended way longer last turn. I could have had a just so much better board state. All right, let's do this. What's this do? Ah, super polymerization. Owlbrain do be easily distracted? Well, you see, it's there's a little chat box over here or up here for you guys that that make my brain do very happy serotonin stuff. What does this do? Should have read it before throwing out a card. Oh, okay. And that's just an attribute shift. So I am in a bad place now. Speaking of distraction, may I momentarily distract you for a quick second to answer a simple yes or no question? Yes, you may. There you go. There's the answer. It was yes. It's the little orb friend again. How ponderous. Avery, I will cook you. Don't threaten me with a good time, Trish. What do you mean a good time? I don't know, Trish, but don't threaten me with one. I don't think Avery is good for the cook. Not many meats on tiny burb frame. You know, Molly, I was going to disagree with you and be like, I taste great, but that's not going to help my case here. So you should listen to Molly, Trish. Plus, that would be a cannibalism. Hey, it's this little lad again. Then again, neither do shark fins, and people eat those. But the thing is I'm not a shark. I don't have a shark fin. I have, like, an owl fin. Is that lethal? That might be lethal. 5, 6, 7... Yeah. Okay, now it's super lethal. Ow! Don't Totsugeki me. But yeah, Trish, what was actually the question you were gonna ask? Turns out the sheer lack of brain function that happens when I play games while streaming just really sabotages my ability to do a game that I need all of my brain to do. I will type the answer to you, Trish. We Dino players put the full Unga into the Bunga? It would really help in stopping the Unga Bunga if I didn't, like, sabotage my own cards. Because, yeah, the face down card that I had was an Elegant Egotist, and 2 times during that duel I cost myself by getting rid of my Harpies on the field and leaving it sitting there face down, and then, like, completely avoiding my ability to resist things. Just sheer, just, ugh. Hey. We actually have a different side of the deck here. So let's do this. Let's do this. And then we do it's this one. Yeah. It really isn't that long of a question. All right, let's see. Yes, this one. All right, so now what I can do is do this. And then we'll do this. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. And this. All right, slightly less wonky starting board. Oh, yeah, let's just... I don't need spells. I just need to say no. Trying to remember how to do the other thing here. No, it's not that one. It was one of the Lyrilisk cards that lets me basically siphon materials off to a different one. Oh no, cat! The poor Toon Warrior. You really just were like, okay, now go perish. Hmm. Yeah, first things first. Let's do this. Then do this. And... Don't need that one. Get that in my hand for now. Then I'll do this. Alright, I have the Imperial Order on the field. Need to pay attention to my own deck. Actually, wait. Oh, no Totsugeki. Nothing there. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, there we go. And now... we can go battle phase. And punch. And punch. And punch. And this would take 2+. Influence? What? Wait, I'm confused. No. I deeply confused myself there. And let's get Bjorb out on the field. Alright, there we go. Let's do this. 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 Actually, probably should have grabbed a different card, but I want that to stop. What does this influence button do? Oh wait, this is just saying what's buffing it, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I get it now. For reference, I started playing this maybe 3 days ago? Ow. My burb. Oh, based. I actually kind of needed that. Not based. Let's do that. All right, let's do this. And then with this, we can do... Ba, 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 ba. If I just resummon this, what happened? Like, huh. I'm gonna test it. Like, if this just has no material, does it just... Yeah, it just has nothing. And there's nothing wind there. And let's do this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Once stream is over, I'm gonna need to sit down and read back through all the card effects here again. May as well get that on the field for now. So I can do a little bit more damage and punch to death. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That was the most scuffed victory. I do want to, before I end stream here, show the funniest replay. Oh, wait, I need to go to... Oh, no mission's complete. I need to go here. Wait, no, I can go to profile and then save replays. That's where I find it. Forget how trap cards worked in my first turn there? Don't worry, I do this all the time. I think it was this one. I think it was this one. But this replay was cracking me up. So they did Max C, and I was like, whatever, it's fine. They can draw their whole deck. I don't mind. It'll be okay. I have Gozen Match in my hand. So, like, what Gozen Match does is I can, like, wreck their attributes. So I'm like, if worse comes to worse, I can remove a bunch of cards from their field. I can equalize things out. And then I'll also have the Glass Souffle and Tiramisu to remove things if I need to, if they start getting stuff on the field. So now I'm kind of just going through, like, my regular combo here. So Pudding Cess allows me to throw something from the graveyard back into the deck. The Salon and the Pudding Cess lets me detach the Teacher, and I can use that to further buff up my board. So I pull Hoot Cake out onto the field, and I use Salon to activate Chateau. At this point, I activate Chateau like a fool and return all of the monsters in my graveyard to my deck, which kind of prevents me from using Hootcake and continuing the combo. So I combo into Sistart to send some cards to the graveyard so that I can keep my combo going, but they Ash Blossom it, stopping me dead in my tracks. So I just summon out another Hootcake, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just put Gozen Match on the board. I've got a couple beefy monsters on the board, so at least there's like a little bit of a board state here for me. So I Gozen Match, and then I'm like, oh no, they're using Dragon deck, which means all of their cards are Dragon anyway, so Gozen Match isn't really going to help me, and they have an enormous hand full of everything in the universe. They Harpy's Feather Duster, which gets rid of Gozen Match, but because I had Sistart on the field pointing to Hootcake, my other Madolche spells are fine. They get to just no-sell that. So they start doing their big fancy combo. And at this point, I'm kind of just kicking back, waiting. They do the big banish. They just continue their forever combo. Hootcake, when it goes to the graveyard, gets shuffled back into the deck, but because of Chateau, I was able to put that in my hand, and via Salon, I was able to put Ticket on the board. Sistart can choose to not be destroyed from battle, and to instead return stuff from the graveyard to the deck. So she just completely tanks all of these blue eyes punching her in the face. So they summon up Predaplant and continue just noodling through their whole big combo here. And they're like, I'm going to destroy your Sistart. And my Sistart just goes, but what if, like, what if she didn't just get destroyed? And they're like, oh, well, that sucks. What if I guess I'll let you take your turn? So I pull out Magellin, which lets me pull Petting Cess into my hand. Because of Salon, I'm able to normal summon twice. So I pull out Pudding Cess, and I go right back into my combo here. Glass Souffle lets me make a card immune to effects. They try to remove Glass Souffle, so I make Glass Souffle immune to the effect. So they tried to sacrifice themselves and Glass Souffle to get them off the board, but because she was immune to effects, they only sacrifice their cards, so my card advantage grows even more. Glass Souffle goes up into Chocolat a la mode, as per the usual. I activate Madolche Ticket, I activate Pudding Cess's effect, and then just go through the big combo of pulling things to my hand and buffing up and special summoning units. So this lets me put Promenade onto the field, which is a very good negate. I pull another Magellin onto the field with the special summon, and I fuse them together into Tiramisu. Tiramisu is going to let me, by activating her effect, which I fuse Sistart and Hootcake, I believe, back into another Sistart? Yeah. Right back into another Sistart, send them to the graveyard so that Tiramisu could activate her effect to return cards from the graveyard, because I didn't have any left, to the deck, to remove an equal number of cards from the field. So I get rid of both of their monsters there. I fuse that into another Chocolat a la mode, so I have a huge board. And then I have Chocolat a la mode go to punch them for lethal, and they just hit me with the tubes, and I punch myself to death. If I would have attacked with the Pudding Cess, it would have just been... that would have been it. They would have still died, and I would have had enough health to live through the reflected damage. I don't remember what this one is. Madolches are fun, though. They're a very combo-oriented deck. And they have some really good options for, like, answering stuff. But, like, that previous replay, I was, like, masterful in the second turn, weaving my way through stuff, negating effects, removing things from the board. I got everything all set up. I was in the best state in the world, and then just... Yeah, they're like, hey, but what if Magic Cylinder? And I couldn't promenade the Magic Cylinder either. So they cross out Designator Max C. And then I just Harpy Feather Duster. I get Petting Cess, pull that out on the field. You probably have an idea of where this combo is going by now. Ticket goes on the field. And Goes in Match goes on the field. And out comes Glass Souffle into Chocolat a la Mode. Into etc, 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 etc. I'm going to just hit the fast forward button here. So that goes a little bit faster. Because you've seen this combo a couple times before. Messengelato comes out, and as long as Hootcake's on the field, can pull out Chateau. Another Messengelato. Salon comes out. I throw Chateau. I throw Ticket. And then I throw Magellin onto the field just to do that. Fuse these up into Sistart for the cards to be immune. Because they had Max C at this point, so they're like, their hand is huge. Angeli out onto the board. Pudding Cess out onto the board. Magellin back to the hand. Salon to put a Promenade just in case, and then I just would have gone to punch. That's usually how the combo goes with this. And if you need to during that combo, for the second Chocolat a la Mode, you can actually, in between that stage, you can weave 2 more Tiramisus in, which allows you to remove 4 cards from their board. So, like, in an ideal scenario, Madolches are great, but when my brain cell isn't working to, like, think through my combo, because Madolches have so many different routes to go through things, that it's just, if my brain isn't working at the moment, it just fizzles hard. I'll kind of show the current one that I'm using compared to the one that I want to. So, Effect Veiler is kind of nice. It's just a hand trap. It's basically just negate an effect. Can be good. A Herald of Orange Light is interesting. When your opponent activates a monster, you can send this card and one other fairy monster from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it, right? The thing is if you have Glass Souffle on the field, right? You can shuffle up to 2 cards from the deck into the graveyard. You can actually use this to recycle this and the other fairy Madolche that you used back into your hand, letting you essentially reuse this infinitely as just a permanent effect negate, basically. Which is real nice. I might drop 1 out of this. Max C, it's good. You use it in almost every deck. If you're going to special summon a lot, you just go, okay, but I'm going to draw my whole deck if you do. Torbus from the Underworld is, I don't know. I don't really feel it in, like, this deck. It was kind of like a placeholder. I'll probably pull it and replace it with something else. In fact, what do I have here? You know what? Just slap a Raigeki in there. So, Hootcake is one of the big cards of the deck. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card or sent to your graveyard, shuffle it into your deck. As you can see, Madolches have a bunch of effects that function when you shuffle stuff into your deck, so that's good. And later you get the ability to put anything that would be shuffled back into your deck back into your hand instead. But the other thing is you can target 1 monster in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, you can special summon a Madolche monster from your deck, right? Almost always what you do is you combo this into Messengelato. In fact, I'll walk you through the combo here, sorta. So you can start your combo in one of 3 ways. You've got Magellin, which you can normal summon her, and add a Madolche monster from your deck to your hand. Usually what you'll do is you'll use this with Petting Cess or Angeli. Petting Cess, if you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand, so it doesn't count against your summon limit. And if you special summon it, then you can summon another Madolche monster. In this case, you'll almost always summon Pudding Cess. Pudding Cess you will usually combine into either Tiramisu for the removal effects, or Glass Souffle for the ability to shed one of the materials into the graveyard during the combo. Because if you're doing this combo from Raw, you have no monsters in your graveyard. So you're using Glass Souffle to shed a material for her effect to do basically nothing, just so that you have a card in the graveyard. Because what you do with this one is you then uprank it into Chocolat a la mode. And with Chocolat a la mode, what you can do is you basically shed a material, and you target a Madolche card in your graveyard and shuffle it into your deck. While it has Pudding Cess, which we summoned earlier, at a level lower because of the petting, this then lets you detach another material from this card and special summon a Madolche monster from your deck in attack position or face down defense position. So you can special summon with this, and that's when you get into Hoot Cake. Hoot Cake, you can then banish the teacher that you just sent to the graveyard. And with that, you can summon a Messengelato. So Messengelato, when it's summoned, lets you put a spell or a trap card from your deck that's a Madolche one into your hand. You do this with Madolche Chateau. So when it's activated, shuffle all Madolche monsters in your graveyard into the deck, all Madolche monsters on the field, blah, 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 blah. So what you do is you activate Madolche Chateau with the Messengelato, and that shuffles things back into your deck. So what happens is you can activate Chocolat a la mode again, her effect, to summon another Madolche monster, because you're putting something back into the deck. So Messengelato comes back into play here. So now you can add another Madolche spell or trap card. In this case, you do it with Salon. So if another Madolche card you control in your graveyard is added to your hand or shuffled into your main deck by a card effect, set one Madolche spell / trap directly from your deck except Madolche Salon. What you would do with this is, if you have another Madolche in your hand, you can then summon that out because of the extended limit and continue a combo. Your goal then is to get Ticket onto the field, because what Ticket lets you do is essentially you can take the cards that would go into your deck and put them into your hand. And if you have a fairy Madolche monster, such as Angeli, you can summon it immediately to the field. Alternatively, you can use Pudding Cess here. So, like, you could go, like, Ticket into a third Messengelato into a Salon, and then keep the combo going from there. And your eventual end board, what you have is you have two Pudding Cesses on the field. You have a Sistart, which is making all of your other Madolche spell and trap cards immune from being targeted by stuff. And then you can basically, at the start of your next turn, you can buff your board up even further really easily. But you generally have enough for lethal with just this. Everything else in this deck is pretty much just around getting that combo set up. So, like, you have Nibiru for if they've special summoned a lot, because the thing that Nibiru summons doesn't have any effect on it. Like, it's not going to be able to negate or anything. So Nibiru, you can tribute all of their monsters to summon out the rock, and then you can go into your combo and pop Tiramisu and just remove it from the field. Raigeki and Lightning Storm are mostly just useful to... or Lightning Storm is kind of like a comeback card to delay by a little bit, or to clear up the board for your combo to begin. Raigeki is great. You can just wipe out all the monsters your opponent controls. Pot of Prosperity. You don't need large portions of your extra deck, so being able to banish that to search through your deck for your combo starters like Angeli or Petting or Magilyn is really good. Promenade is also really good because it recycles itself, essentially, when you have Ticket, Salon, and Chateau on the field. So target one face-up card your opponent controls and one Madolche monster you control are in your graveyard. Negate the effect of that opponent's card until the end of this turn, and if you do, return your monster to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Madolche or Xyz monster you control and attach a monster as material. And then, basically what happens with this is this will go to your graveyard, but because of Chateau and Ticket, it'll go back into your deck, and you'll just be able to place it right back on the field. It's a very fun deck archetype. The other ones that I've been working on are obviously the Harpylisk deck, which is very many cute bird. You've got the Lyralisks, which are all tiny one-star babies with very low stats that are deceptively powerful because of their Xyz monsters. And then you've got your Harpy ladies, which is Pot of Greed banned? I think Pot of Greed is a one of, or it might be a banned. Nope, it is banned. But yeah, there's some interesting routes that you can take with this deck. But your main win condition is, nope, not this one. No. Which one is it? I think it's Ensemble? Nope. Yeah, this one. Assembled Nightingale. This one gets to attack multiple times. Essentially, each material you have on it will let you swing more than once. So, it is gross. Technically, this one can even swing into a full board to, like, clear things out. Because you can detach a material and you can, like, punch stuff that's tied on attack with it. Or through some situations, you can even get it so that, like, you're attacking enemies that have more attack than your Nightingale, but they take damage from each battle, and then you just punch into it multiple times. And then you have some non-birds who are still very cute. I love Wynn's little familiars here. They're so baby. I have been tempted to make a Charmer deck, because they're kind of cool. Like a familiar possessed one or something. This one's gonna take a bit of practice before I start, like, figuring out combos like I have with, like, the Madolche deck. Then we've got the Dragon Maid deck, which they are all just so very... You might sense that there's a trend with my decks here, right? Like, I have no idea what this recurring trend could be with the types of decks that I build and run. It's very, very mysterious. I can't see any sort of recurring trend in any of these. And then we've got Trap Tricks, which are real cool as well. They basically focus on just controlling what your opponent does extremely hard via trap cards, while also rendering your board basically immune to trap cards. They are either insect or plant types. And also, again, very cute. And then we also just have Parallel Exceed, because why not? Like, the card art for these is so good. That's Tornado Dragon. This little lad right here, I love them, but they completely ruin my my Dolce deck. If a Bagazuka the Terribly Tired to Pier enters the field, I just crumble on Madolche. But they're just so good. They're so good. And then we go back to your regularly scheduled cute girl. And then you have another just double A Zeus, because it's just all over. Sarah, the Nightmares you put in a lot of decks too. Oh no. And then unfortunately Borreload Dragon, because at least one of the decks that I ran had to use it. And then the other deck that I'm working on building eventually is the Live Stars. They're VTubers. I can't tell why I would like this deck archetype at all. It also has nothing to do with the same sort of combo-oriented or control decks. Nibiru's extremely cute. I mean, look at them. They're practically like... they're radiant. And also really hot, too. They're like several thousand degrees. I would. Well, yeah, you've got your two live twins. Ew, foiled? It's what the pack gave me. And the VTubers even have some other outfits. They've got Seasonal Drip. And then Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion goes in this deck too. Skullmeister is useful as a hand trap. Kaijus, as usual. Right? I pulled Nibiru from, I think, like one of the master packs. Harpy's Feather Duster, Pot of Desires, Lightning Storm, Tri-Tac. Kind of just the same ones. And basically, the whole thing with the VTuber decks is you want to get the evil versions of them because, oh no, it turns out they're actually evil hackers out to steal your identity and all of your cards and your money and your time and everything. Also, they're still really pretty. And they can summon each other to the field and make sure that, like, they raid each other back and forth and pass viewers around and take all of your super chats and donations and subs. They're very powerful. Is there a Fubuki card? Let's see. What Fox cards exist? That one's not Fubuki. That one's not Fubuki. That one's not Fubuki, but they're very cute. That one's not Fubuki. Nope. 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 I like the tail there, though. Nope. These do have flamethrower tails, though, so that's kind of cool. And also, nope. And also, nope. No Fubuki cards. But yeah, those are kind of the decks that I've been running. What good is your game if there's no Fubuki? Well, it's fine. You still have, like, the Dragon Maids. Wait, actually, we need to check if there's a Watame card. No, not Shio. Sheep. Yeah, this fits the vibe. Or scapegoats do, too. There we go. See? Little babies. And now they're haunted little babies. I love this. The fright furs are very cute, too. Fluffles are possibly the most baby archetype. There's just so much good card art in this game. See, the fright furs are just really good. I also want to make a Ghost Trick deck at some point. They're, like, spooky cute. And look, it's Trish. There is an Elder God archetype. I forget what it is, though. There's an archetype for, like, everything. There's, like, raid boss archetypes. There's kaijus. There's Super Sentai. Ghost Tricks are just so cute. They make me think of Maple Story. Like, they look like Maple Story enemies. Like, this one especially. Or this. I love them. Like, Ghost Trick Spectre is just the perfect creature. This is the perfect design. Every other design pales in comparison. Yawn. Like, I want to be friends with just all of these. Willing to buy Haunted House? It's actually sort of funny. Yuumi is very easily spooked. So, like, we were looking at places, like, way back. You know, like, way out of our price range and stuff like that. Like, places we'd never be able to afford just for fun. But then we found one that was actually kind of interesting because it was a property that, it was actually out in, like, the Japanese countryside. And essentially, several people had died in the house. And essentially what was happening was because several people had died in the house as, like, the previous owners, it was considered, like, a stigmatized, like, or haunted property, and the rent was drastically lowered. And I was like, hey, yo, you can go to a house that has both really cheap rent and also you get the ghosts for free. And I think this is a great deal, but Yuumi was like, Avery, you're out of your mind. We're gonna go to, like, a super haunted nightmare ghost house. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just be friends with all of the ghosts. What's the worst that could happen? Also, yeah, here, Trish. This is you, see? Ghost Trick Dullahan. Squeaky chair. I still need to craft a specific one of the kaijus too here. Because this can work in my Madolche deck with my Hoot Cake. And then I have a Yuumi in my deck. The kaijus are kind of cool. But yeah, for now... you know what? You know what? I am feeling... This is just a... This is just a plains. These are just plains. Oh, here's the Great Old One archetype. And a very old card. Sounds like a win-win, cheap rent and free ghost friends. Sounds like a sitcom waiting to happen. That's what I was saying. Yumi was like, no, but we're gonna get like murdered by ghosts. And I'm like, that's the best part. There's piercing winds. I don't need that. I need... what was the one that had the... It was Dragon Luster. That's the one. I'm feeling slightly lucky, so I'm just, instead of doing a 10-pack, I'm just gonna do 6 regular pulls to end out the stream here. Alright, not off to a great start. I'm gonna need some good luck Totsugekis. Totsugeki! Ow, yes, thank you. More, we need this luck to build up. We need at least 1 UR from these 6 packs. Totsugeki! Totsugeki! Alright, 2 down, no dice. Okay, an SR pack, not bad. The Totsugekis are building up. Totsugeki! Whoa, cute! Totsugeki! Totsugeki! Oh, they're sad! Totsugeki! Totsugeki! Alright, an extra SR. Totsugeki! See, this luck is building up. Totsugeki! It's working. Totsugeki! 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 Ryuko, don't redeem it yet. We need it for the last pack. We need all of that extra Totsugeki luck at once to really guarantee that we pull like a Shio. Okay, see, now we got an upgraded pack. The Totsugekis, they're working. They're working. Totsugeki! Oh, cute. Totsugeki! Totsugeki! Also, no, I think that was just a spooky little ghost doll. Totsugeki! 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 All right. Totsugeki! Another unmarked SR. Totsugeki! And some upgrades. Totsugeki! All right. Get the last tier Totsugekis in. Totsugeki! And then I will clear the redeem queue to hit myself with all of the Totsugekis at once, basically guaranteeing that I draw an SR. Totsugeki! 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 All right, here we go. Are you ready? Nope, they're still coming. They're still coming. This is gonna be so loud. I'm so ready. I'm going to hit redeem request queue and then immediately click the 1 pack while all of the Totsugekis hit. All right, there we go. The Scuff Award. This is an ultra rare pack. Molly, I'm blaming the Scuff Award. It's because you threw the Scuff Award at me that you broke the Totsugeki vibe. You threw off my groove. You know what? Actually, if we do one more duel, we can open a pack. So let's just quickly just throw ourselves through a duel here. Oh, this one's so cute. Let's go first and see if we can just get them to scoop. Because one more will get us one more pack, and that's clearly where our UR is waiting for us. Alright, we got a Angeli and we got a Salon. Let's slap Salon out on the field. We'll summon Angeli. We will activate Angeli. I do not want to Ash Blossom my own card. Angeli goes to the graveyard with that, so... let's bring out... oh wait, Petting gets special summoned anyway. Duh. Alright, so we'll activate that. And then we bring out Pudding Cess. And we can take these, and we can combine them into Glass Souffle. If you buy real cards, could they be placed into the game? I do not believe that that is doable. I do kind of wish that they would let you, like, redeem your real decks into the game, but that would be kind of complicated. Alright, so we'll activate this effect. Shed Petting to the graveyard. Immune to effect. Then we will Chocolat a la mode. And with Chocolat a la mode, we will send that to the graveyard, and we will activate the second effect. And we will send this to the graveyard. Salon is going to let us do... first we'll get Hoot Cake out. Then Salon, we can throw Chateau out onto the field. We can activate Hoot Cake to banish Glass Souffle. We can use this to bring out Messengelato. Messengelato will let us bring out Ticket. We can activate Ticket. We can activate Chateau. We can activate Chocolat a la mode again. We can detach Pudding Cess, for we do not need her there anymore. And using this, we will bring out another Messengelato. And we will special summon another monster to the field, which in this case, we will just make it a Magellin. Whoops, see, that's what I mean about the missed effect timing. But this is fine. We can take the Hoot Cake, and we can take our Messengelato. And we can put this here. And then we can bring this up. And we can put this here. And we could throw a Hoot Cake back onto the field. We'll set it for now. And we will end our turn. Pokemon does it. They give you booster packs from buying real packs, and special packs have special codes. Oh, that's kind of neat. That would be a cool integration. So this is 3,000, 5,000, 7,700. We super have lethal, so let's just go for kill. So yeah, but Dolces are a little bit rude. We didn't get enough. We didn't get enough gems. I blame the Scuff Award. One more would get us the thing. Find a secret pack. F. Well, I guess we won't be opening another pack. Unfortunate. However, I'll probably be streaming this game a lot more because it is very, very fun. And the good thing is because my brain cells drop into the negatives when I'm on stream, what'll end up happening is see, this is what I mean about my brain cells dropping into the negative on streams. When I play off stream, there we go, my brain cells will be in full swing. And it'll be like my third eye has opened. I'll be so powerful. But for now, let's see who is live to raid. We could go to one of my favorite VTubers, Hurikoneru. Lulu is live doing Animal Crossing. Toto is doing a 1-year anniversary subathon. So I think we'll do Toto. Because I like raiding into special events and subathons when I can. So we need a raid message. Any ideas, friends? Probably something Yu-Gi-Oh related. I'm always so bad at coming up with raid messages. Maybe like a... Oh, wait. You see, it's Toto's anniversary stream, right? And an anniversary is kind of like a birthday when it comes to streaming. And on birthdays, you eat cake, and I'm an owl, and I use hoot cakes in my deck, so we can do hoot cake raid. Alright, so hoot cake raid. There you go. There is your raid message. I will see you all probably tomorrow for some Valkyria Chronicles. And next week on Wednesday, we will be doing the Chat Designs a Monster Parcels character. So be sure to drop in for that. We're going to do that through a series of polls and make the Monster Parcel character, and they will go into the game. And it's going to be great. It's going to be really fun. So that's Wednesday. Next weekend, hopefully I can finally set up that Orange Juice collab with Paso, Ryuko, and Amber. This week has been a complete nightmare, so I ended up not really getting around to that. But hopefully next week, tomorrow's Valkyria Chronicles, all of you need to go and show Toto lots and lots and lots and lots of love. And I shall see you all next time. Until then, thank you all so much for watching. Love you all lots. And toodaloo.